TimothyJKeller, The Reason for God, Belief in an Age of Skepticism. In The Reason for God, Belief in an Age of Skepticism, Timothy J. Keller confronts some of the pressing questions and misconceptions surrounding Christianity. This book summary addresses the notion of exclusivity, examines personal freedom and cultural integration, and explores the positive impact of Christian beliefs. Delving deeper, it tackles the issue of suffering, perceptions of hell, and the compatibility of science and religion. Lastly, it discusses the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus Christ as well as the clues that point to the existence of God. With an engaging style, Keller aims to demystify these complex notions and invite readers to explore Christianity anew.
Christianity's misconceptions. The Christian faith's strict beliefs and exclusive claims make many people suspicious and angry, leading to misconceptions about the religion. However, every person in society have core principles that differentiate them from others, and even tolerant groups have certain beliefs that form their identity. Christianity and personal freedom. Christianity is often thought to have strict and inflexible regulations that limit personal freedom, but this is a misconception. The freedom to practice one's faith in individual ways is allowed within the Bible's vagueness, and this includes cultural integration. Instead of overriding existing traditions, Christianity adds a new layer of meaning to them. The community can decide what religious practices suit them best, be it quiet masses of some Protestant churches or loud gospel choirs of Africa. Christian principles and good beliefs. Christianity's principles offer a foundation for good beliefs and encourage believers to help the weak and the poor. Many of our Western moral beliefs find their roots in Christianity, such as the indisputable worth of human life. Christians were among the first people in the United States to speak out against slavery. The Christian faith can also give believers the strength to do great things, even during bad times. The liberating power of admitting our mistakes. Admitting our mistakes and sins can be liberating and lead to positive changes. This is a central idea in Christianity as it encourages individuals to seek salvation by following God's rules, including helping others. Professor Alberto Del Banco's experience in Alcoholics Anonymous illustrates the power of accepting our imperfections and facing our mistakes. Admitting our wrongdoings can help us focus on what is truly important and take action to make positive changes in our lives. Finding meaning in suffering. Despite the overwhelming suffering in the world, the existence of a loving and just God is often questioned. However, even bad things can have meaning and lead to something good, as exemplified by the story of Joseph. His suffering made him stronger and wiser, ultimately leading him to become a leading politician. The recognition of injustice in the world also suggests a belief in a higher being who grants us the idea of justice. The concept of hell in religion. The idea of hell is more than a place of punishment for wrongdoers and sinners. It represents a departure from what is right, focusing on the wrongs that people do. According to the Bible, if a person is consumed by their love of material possessions, they are trapped in their own version of hell on earth. Similarly, God's anger towards His creations is an expression of His love and care for them. Punishment for wrongdoing is necessary to maintain justice in society. For instance, the biblical example of Adam and Eve shows that disobedience and betrayal led to their expulsion from paradise, but God still cared for them. Therefore, hell should not be viewed as a place of fear, but rather as a reminder to follow the right path and seek comfort in God's love. Science and religion, compatible allies. Science and religion do not have to exist in conflict. The Catholic Church views the theory of evolution as compatible with Christianity, and many scientists are deeply religious. While science seeks to explain the material aspects of the universe, religion provides answers to questions science cannot, such as the first cause of the universe. Miracles, by their definition, cannot be explained by science. Therefore, there is no contradiction between practicing science and religion, and both can work together to provide a more complete understanding of the world. The truth behind Jesus' resurrection. The sudden change in the Christian community's whole belief following Jesus' death and resurrection cannot be explained by anything other than a real experience. Although the belief in God resurrecting as a transformed human body was entirely new in the Jewish community, no one cared since it had happened. The resurrection story's details were potentially damaging to Christian doctrine, making it unlikely that it was merely fabricated. One example is that the first witnesses were all women, who were not considered official witnesses in court at that time. Furthermore, accounts of the resurrection from the Apostle Paul listed over 300 witnesses, and he claimed that many of them were still alive, which suggests that Paul believed the resurrection was true. Clues to the existence of God. Emotions, morals, beauty, desire, and horror are all clues that point to the existence of a higher being. Although we may not have conclusive proof, our inner experiences and longings strongly suggest that there is a God who can fulfill our deepest desires. Many people spend their lives debating the existence of God. While we may never have definitive proof, there are several clues that strongly point to his existence. For instance, our emotions often connect us to a transcendent world that seems to exist beyond our everyday experience. Similarly, our sense of morality and appreciation for beauty suggest the existence of a higher plane of existence. Furthermore, our desire for a higher meaning and purpose cannot be ignored. When we lack a belief in God or a higher calling, we feel a sense of horror and emptiness. It is this desire that drives many people to search for something more in life, and it is this yearning that suggests that something exists to fulfill it. Ultimately, our longing for God is not senseless. It is a reflection of a deeper reality that we experience within ourselves. While we may never find conclusive proof, our inner experiences and longings are powerful clues that point to the existence of a higher being who can provide us with the deeper meaning and purpose that we crave.
TimothyJKeller's The Reason for God invites readers to reflect on the various dimensions of Christianity. He challenges the strict image of Christianity and highlights the importance of personal freedom and cultural integration. Keller not only acknowledges the positive influence of Christian beliefs, but also provides arguments that address concerns about suffering, hell, and the compatibility of religion and science. By providing evidence and insights about the crucifixion and resurrection of Christ and the philosophical implications, he builds a strong case for the existence of God. Ultimately, this book prompts readers to reconsider their own beliefs and understanding of Christianity in a contemporary context.